Welcome back to my humble abode. I am Yorkie the Tail Spinner, and this here is the Chihuahua, taking a rest as he watches us play Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous. Now, when last we left, we'd reached the inn, and it was time for promotions all round. Sealer, you're just going to stay as you are for now, a paladin. I'm thinking perhaps later you might... No TikTok, no. You might become a defender, but for now you'll just get your basics. Ninio. Now what I'm thinking of planning for her is a lawmaster, which would be knowledge world, knowledge arcana. Where are we? Lawmaster. Would have to have a metamagic focus, skill focus, metamagic, and ability to cast third level spells. And would gain the ability to boost their law skills. All of the law skills have their abilities. So, nothing there. What did it added intelligence. Do I want to do that? Yes, because you're a booster, aren't you? And we're going to give you... you're getting all of that boosted, that's fine. We'll give you acid arrow. Fine. Next up. I'm not sure where to go with her yet, so we'll stick with Stigmatized Witch and go for the basics for now. She's acquired healing. And she can have cure moderate wounds. Waljif. For now you're going to stick as an Eldritch Scoundrel. As you can see, for the most part, most of mine are staying as they are for now. You, my friend, are a fighter who will be turning into a dragon disciple when it's time. Not this level, but the next. So, I think a little strength will be in order. You have to have that. And I'll give you perception. And Camellia, can you become an assassin, I wonder? According to this, she's evil. Chaotic evil. Even though it's hidden from us, we now know this. So she needs stealth 5. Dexterity or strength up? I think dexterity. Acquire ability. And you can have, let's see. What's the ward? Warded creature receives +2 deflection bonus to AC and +2 resistance on saving throws. That'd be useful for her to have for herself. And that is that. So, let's head out, shall we? Oh. Demons, the demons are attacking. No, this is not good. Please talk to Rebecca as soon as you can. Help us defend the tavern. Inform Rebecca that you're ready for combat, but are we? I guess we have to be. Unless... what happens if we go outside without saying we're ready for combat? I mean, everyone's arranged there.
This way.
Hey, hold up, where are you going? Yes. Alright, I'll stay and fight. Yes, so indeed I have to go with this. I was wondering if I could go build some more extra, what am I trying to say? Skills, ability, stats. I guess not. Let's go sell the trash. I think Cat's Grace might be in order here. And that will be... well, let's see what else we can do as well. DC 22. You can do that. What's this? Who cares? You can have Cat's Grace, that's for sure. Mage Hour, you're going to be standing back, I think, so that's not too bad. Well, it might not hurt you to have that. And we'll give you a Scroll of Bane. You should have... you've got the Cat's Grace. I should have... well, I say I. Should have Cat's Grace. And perhaps the other one of these. You can have Cat's Grace. The reason being that they're using weapons, ranged weapons. And perhaps both of these. Available Sealer or Camilla. I think that's fine. So, up we go. And let's see what we can do here. Her best sword had been honed to razor sharpness. She is on edge, evidence in the way she checks the fastenings of her armour over and over. Thank you for coming to our aid. Ready yourself, the attack is imminent. I don't fully understand the nature of the power you wield. All the spellcasters I know can call upon the elements, but not nearly so effortlessly, which means I can't give you any real advice about how to handle the upcoming battle. The only thing I can tell you is that you should be on your guard. There will be a whole horde of enemies, and they will attack from every direction. Also, please keep in mind, according to my sources, a master alchemist called Othirubo has recently arrived in the city. He's a well-known character among demon worshippers. We don't expect him to show up personally, but thanks to him the cultists have been able to prepare a whole cart full of incendiaries. They will try to burn the defender's heart to the ground. The arsonists are the main target. Keep an eye on them, and take them down first, or they'll burn the ground from under your feet. I'm ready to defend the place. Say Amadei, help us all. This battle won't be easy. I think I'm going to swap her in for him. Kill the arsonists. And so the battle begins.
We retreat already?
With the breakthrough on the rooftop already underway. And the neophyte fighter bursting in. On the rooftop, damage being done. Wendewag chases it. The staunchest of the guards just stand back, watching to see when they might be most needed, but not willing to expend themselves before they are. Woljif here.
Cover me, all right?
Taking down one. Camellia going in to help defend. And with our little witch, seeing when she can make people sleep.
Into the fray.
Sealer getting forward there. And our own little Noir. Blasting. Ever blasting.
They'll beg me to stop.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
And a sleeping or lying down person is certainly nothing that Woljif is offended by attacking. And they're out of range, of course. Attempting to help the person on the roof fails.
The light take you.
And there the Eagle Watch just waiting, waiting and waiting. More fighters coming in. Trying to break through the ranks. As the roof guard falls. And Rebeth holds her troops steady. Not yet wanting to take that plunge.
Distract them from me.
Another attempt to sleep someone. Succeeds rather well. Leaving Sealer room to charge forward, not quite to charge forward, but to get forward ready.
Guide my blade.
That if he was to stand, he would immediately be struck. Now, once again, tries to work her magic on the roof and obliterates one of the fools attacking. Suddenly, a horde of enemies appear. And so it was that she charged forward to attack, spreading fear among the ranks of the cultists. The guards did their bit as best they could. Not exactly well trained, but doing their best. And Woljif took others down. Camellia began summoning her creatures. And Ember, once again, using her Screech to the best of her ability.
Into the fray.
With one side of the roof crumbling, or the defences on the roof crumbling, the guards did their best. And Noir stood with them.
No match for me.
People were beginning to ask why Rebeth did not get involved herself. But she knew we were sure what she was doing. Actually, many of us were not sure. But we relied on her all the same.
Time to share your treasures.
spirits demand your blood. You are today's sacrifice.
Ember worked on sleeping the cultists who were throwing bombs. The guards look to take back the roof.
The light, take you!
Seal attacking the arsonists. And Noir standing her ground once again. Looking to help out where she may. Sealer, strong as she was taking the bulk of the attack. And a minor demon getting past only served to feed the guards' blades.
They'll beg me to stop!
Wenduag took on the Dretch, trying to cause fear with her blade. Unfortunately, Sealer had fallen. She could be revived, but it would be dangerous right where she was.
Cover me, all right?
And so another fell to the sleep. The magical sleep of Ember. Seeing the one guard the one enemy she'd been attacking was already going to fall, she tried to help the archers. But still one fell. And another shot with a blade failed to drive them away, but was effective nonetheless in its own way. The roof once more taken.
Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
As Walgif waded in.
Go for their hearts! Am I doing it wrong?
Camellia felling them out one after another with her sleep. It was a beauty to behold. One thing is sure, it certainly was not peaceful sleep. And the fear caused another to fall. Another blast fell yet another enemy. But on the roof, the fight was intense.
No match for me.
Fear spreading once again from the blade. And Woljif, looking to finish off the cultist, succeeded. Camellia decided to use her healing on Sealer. hoping at least that would help. And Ember followed suit.
Yes.
The Turret defenders stood strong. And Seela took her time for a moment, hoping to see the cultists depart. Noir did her best to take down another, hurting them but not finishing them off this time. And so the fighter ran. Was it wise to hold so many troops back? Who knew? But no one would question Commander Tirabade.
They'll beg me to stop.
Another fell to the blade of Wendoag, as the defenders held true. Waldrip backed away, looking to defend internally against whatever would come. Camellia too, stepping away from the collapsed gate, and Ember following suit. Finally, Seela was able to stand and move, and so she did. And Noir once again reaching for her favoured arcane bolts, taking down another enemy. Yet more fled towards the roof, or came towards the rooftops. Things were looking desperate now. No feeble resistance is at an end. They spoke boldly, but they were not yet done. And there was Thornton's brother, taking the battle to them. Wendoag, seeing enemies close in on her, attacked mercilessly. Waldrip had little he could do at that point, but there was one nearby,
Time to share your
threatening his leader. Camellia too tried to get in to help her. And Emma tried to fell him, which worked yet again. Seela reached for her bag to take some potion. And a shield potion. When Noir, seeing the enemy downed, aimed for the one on the roof. More demons were appearing now. Not just the cultists, not just the neophyte fighters, but their summonings.
No match for me.
Cover me, all right?
A quick attack brought an end to one of them. And Camellia looked to get ready to fight up on the roof. Once again, sleep. Except this time it was unsuccessful. And Sealer waded in.
Guide my blade.
Unsuccessfully. A blast to the enemies on the roof. Not enough to kill, but close. We had a bunch coming in now. And only Wendowag back. Wendowag and Sealer. It was definitely time to hope that her fearsome blade would drive them into panic.
Stab you or zap you?
Woljif came in behind to keep things moving. And one of the defences fell.
You are today's sacrifice.
Camellia held as best she could, while Ember worked on putting people to sleep.
Into the fray.
Noir with her blasts there, standing ground. And Camellia fighting bravely for all she was worth. Unfortunately, it was becoming insurmountable on the rooftop. Wendowag treated her wounds and looked to take down a fighter.
Distract them from me.
Woljif did his best. And the arsonist on the rooftop continued. Camellia stepped back and brought her ward up for herself.
Is it flawed?
Apparently couldn't bring a ward up for herself. I didn't realise that. Warded Woljif. Remember, once again working to take people down into sleep. Fleeing only brought damage to them. And one fell. Noir stepped away, trying to keep out of danger, while at the same time attacking. Baphomet cultists came in, striking hard. All of them now were under heavy assault.
No match for me.
Misses, of course, were not helping.
Time to
Another fell. As Camellia worked hard. Turning her blade magical and assaulting. Ember saw if she could take down Ashur, which she succeeded in. Another broke through. And another.
The light take you.
But it wasn't the most fearsome thing they'd seen, because if they ran forward, they'd simply die on Irabesgard's blades.
So weak. No.
Standing up against 4 with just 2 was proving difficult. Thankfully, the archer provided some assistance.
Cover me, all right?
Waldred took yet another down. As Camellia fought. Strengthening herself ready. It was time for Ember to once more try to sleep someone. And succeed in doing so.
No glory without risk.
Wow, once more stepped back to try and fire from a safe distance. And took another down in doing so.
I'm done with you.
Yet another attack there. The fire was furious. Waldred went in to help Camellia. And Camellia herself decided this was a time to bring her pets out. Ember looked to fell one of them in sleep. Healing herself, she went on the attack.
Into the fray.
With Noir trying to take down the fool on the roof. And succeeding. The fighter ran forwards. It might be the final mistake he made. And the Baphomet cultist stood.
Get them for me.
Wolchip moved in to attack, and Camellia
I'll cut you wide
went to
open.
take on the shear, with the mite following him behind. Ember saw whether she could do anything with her sleep again, for her friend was truly suffering. And Seela
Guide
attacked as ferociously as she could, enlarging herself to do more damage. That would probably be a mistake. Taking the cat's grace, Noir decided to try and attack further. The question was, who?
Burn!
And then she saw the shear.
Behead! May I see your entrails, please?
Except she couldn't reach them, so she ran forward to help out at the gate.
Tactical.
Wolchip was badly injured. But despite that, he fought back as hard as he
Time to
could,
share your treasures.
felling yet another enemy,
The spirits demand your blood.
with Camellia surprising the one behind her. On the one she was behind, rather. Ember once again tried to take down a cultist who was causing problems. And after laying on hands on Wendowag,
No glory without risk.
Sheila looked to heal herself. Seeing how busy the gate was, Noir decided to focus her attention there. Camellia held off against the shear fairly well. And Wendowag decided it was time to try her move. Thankfully, the attack made against her failed, and her attack succeeded. The cultist stood once more to attack the buildings. Already one defense had fallen. Would more follow?
Cover me, all right? Stab you or zap you? Why not both?
A quick attack took down another enemy. And with that, Camellia was able to pull back. Ember looked to do some healing. And Seela, now much stronger with her height, fought fiercely. A little healing for the leader allowed her to step in to work on taking those down who were asleep. quick bit of healing from Wendwag, and she was able to attack.
Beg me to stop.
Currently, there were no other signs locally of any issues. And so he pulled back, did Woljif, towards the gate. With Camellia following. Ember tried her healing on Wendwag. And that allowed the others to carry on fighting. A neophyte fighter fleeing in terror got nothing but injuries.
The inheritor. Guide my blade.
And Sealer took yet another down. With the arsonist cultist active, it had to be him that our leader focused on. And so Wendwag missed as she attempted to finish one off. Aldrich took on the cultist himself, doing some damage but not quite finishing him. Seeing this, Camellia raced in.
Sacrifice.
Emma looked to heal Sealer also, that she might stand stronger, and then pull back.
No glory without
Another fell to Sealer's blade. While Noir took down another arsonist. Brutality approached in the form of a minotaur. And an arsonist cultist, causing serious harm.
No match for me.
Wendwis took another down. With another neophyte fighter fleeing in fear, dying too. The Minotaur was going to make it through. There was nothing that could be done to stop that. But Woljif marched forward to try and help out. And Camellia too followed, leaving the gate to her friends. Ember tried to take down another arsonist, succeeding.
the light. Take you.
And Sealer hit another hard. Noir, seeing the danger, kept working the gate. Once we were done there, she figured we could move back. Not necessarily until. The defences were breached, and it was to be hoped that the Terabade defence would hold strong.
They'll beg me to stop.
Another arsonist fell to Wendwag. While two kept marching forward. Another defence fell.
Time to share your treasures.
Waldriff and Camellia worked on taking down a demon, and succeeded in doing so. Ember, seeing the turn of tide, came forward. Knowing she could not quite get to where she could take someone down yet, she just positioned herself defensively. Showing the child had gained some maturity.
To the fray.
And so the enemy was no longer at the gate, but they had breached the other one. Fighters swarmed the courtyard now, as Noir came forward to try and defeat them. The two fools who had raced forward were under serious threat of death,
I'll rip you apart.
and the gate was cleared.
Cover me, all right?
Waldriff felled another.
I'll cut you wide open.
As Camellia attacked. It was unlikely the big Minotaur would fall, but she had to try. Unfortunately, he didn't. And so it was time for Sealer to retreat from the gate and stand and fight closer in. Noir decided it was time to switch to the Minotaur, possibly the biggest threat there was. Unfortunately, his resistance was extreme. Wendwag stormed backwards to help out. It was getting intense here now. Two arsonists still active, and the Minotaur going hard. Waldriff worked on the last of the demons, and Camellia did her best.
The spirits demand your blood.
Enlarging herself in the hope it would help her. Ember, unable to fell the beast, switched to screaming instead. But the resistance was just so high. Sealer ran in as fast as she could, striking hard. Seeing that she could no longer hurt the Minotaur, she Noir supported Sealer's attack instead. The arsonists in the back are causing severe problems. Wendwag ran forward to try and take them. Another neophyte fight coming through the other gate. They were not the issue, the guards could deal with them. But yet more.
It's your fault.
And so Woljif fell. Ah, I was wrong. That was Camellia. Camellia attempted to hold one of the enemies, while Ember put one to sleep. It wouldn't do them any good to be present. Sealer got into the Minotaur,
Without risk.
and Noir moved forward some, leaving her where she could attack, but where she could also keep moving towards defending as well. Another damage. And more fighters coming in. It was the arsonists that were causing concern. Another item of defense fell. Woljif was in to attack already. No, not Woljif. Who's up there? Oh, it's Wendwag. I'm sorry. More fighters. It was getting intense. It certainly was. Camellia ran in to attack the Minotaur. Ember looked for what she could do to help. There wasn't much now. She just had to hope something would work.
Yes.
A little healing on her friend? Perhaps.
This'll leave a bruise.
And Sealer was hurt. She tried smiting evil
Take you.
and just hoped that her attack would help. It was doubtful she'd survive much longer. Noir went around the back way, foreseeing who she could assault. And another one was injured by her. The cultists continued their attack. Wendwag doing her best to take them down and stop them. One fell to her. But still, they were fighting badly. Oh, fighting hard. More fighters. Yet more fighters. Camellia attacked the Minotaur, striking, but only doing 4 damage. while Ember tried to heal her friend again.
Into the fray!
And so the Minotaur was badly injured now. But would Sealer stand much longer? That was the question. A foolish fighter running forward just simply died. That wasn't what I intended to. I thought it was Camellia. I should have checked. Wenduag got into the final cultist. Almost taking him down, but not quite. Another fighter from the roof.
I wonder what lies beyond.
And so our leader fell.
I'll cut you wide open.
But so did the Minotaur. And so things began to look a little more optimistic. Ember gave some healing to our leader to bring her back around. It was looking like we might survive the day after all.
The inheritor! Guide!
Truly a fight for the ages. Foolishly, the last fighters charged in, trying to win, but unable to make the progress they thought. And as Wenduag took down the last of the cultists, throwing bombs, the place was secure. Victory. Canabrez bites back and our teeth are sharp. Irabeth is glowing with zeal and she raises her fists in triumph. Now we take the fight to them. What are our losses? Minimal. The battle wasn't easy, but thanks to you we chewed them up and spat them out again. They thought they could break us, but they only bolstered our spirits. Will there be another attack? I doubt it. Demons aren't famed for their organisation. We'll strike a blow at the Grey Garrison long before they regroup for a new assault. Congratulations. It wouldn't have been possible without you. That reminds me. We found this among the attackers' remains. The trophy rightly belongs to you. Nicely done. Our goal is to rout out the demons in the Great Garrison, just like we did here. I found Jan Aldori like you asked. Thank you. It's good to have her back. We need every fighter we can. I suppose it's asking too much to want fighters that are sober as well. We need about 5,000 more for a new level.
No, backwards.
And it's worth turning to our spellbooks. Actually, Ember does that better than you do. A little fear might work. Ah. We can't use it. Well then, vanish. For a friendly creature. And I think summoning a small elemental might be useful at times. You can cast Bless. And you have Hideous Laughter. And some invisibility. And you, my friend, should be able to bless, that would be useful. And it is entirely possible that we may need restoration, but I think you're probably not the best to do it. Let's do sickening entanglement. Actually, no, let's do backskin. And I think it's time we rested. Haha, Cave Critter, why so glum? You break a nail or something? No, I haven't, and I've got claws, not nails, and I'll slash your throat open if you don't shut up. That's certainly one way of telling him. Right, that's where we're going to end this for today. There are links around to other gameplays you may enjoy. There's a like and a subscribe if you want to help us grow, and in the meantime, if you drop me a line in the comments section, then I shall respond. I've been Yorkie the Tail Spinner. You've been fantastic, and the Chihuahua's been sleeping behind me. Farewell.